I'm Mike Fenney, Managing Director of Dive Logs Limited, based in the northeast of England. I have an IT background, and in particular making things work faster through IT. When you're a scuba diver, it's not a legal requirement that you keep a log. You want to gain from your experiences, you want to become a better diver, and by doing that you keep a log. This is what it all boils down to as a logbook. The design at the end of the day is all about trying to get down the information that you've put in there, and this is what the business is founded on at the end of the day, just this sheet of paper. So you've got sort of how you've done as a dive during the dive, you've got conditions, equipment, and then your experience, and then keeping a track of the overall amount of time that you've done. Nobody would ever envision that you could create a business from selling logs. It's just so tiny and so focused. We just look so small to the other manufacturers, yet we look as big to the customers coming in through the door. It's just so amazing that you can create something that is so niche, so small, so focused, and yet make it work and make a business out of it that's actually quite significant. And I would say that you can only do that through the use of information technology, because it's only through the use of the internet to selling it, through the use of making ourselves efficient through the use of information technology, because the internet is just one part of it. The other part of it is how can you use the technological tools, and this is not just computers, it's also all the advances that people are making in production areas as well that are also technically related, that allow you to be efficient. And if you're efficient, then you can compete with the big boys and deliver a product that is actually better than the one they're doing. I still choose to run it from home, and the reason for that is simply because I can. Because I don't actually have to go into a unit yet, because I don't have to hire people because of the efficiencies that I've got in the business. Well, this is one of the biggest things that the IT tools and the technologies allow you to do, is to continue to have options, to decide when you want to move into a unit or when you want to hire people. Because this is something I really want to do, but I'd like to do it on my terms, when I know it's the right time to do it. And I think it just shows the power that you can run a global business. And it is a global business, and it is actually quite significant in size, and it's bringing in a huge, quite a big export amount of money into the northeast. But you can still do it from your own property, and have the have the choice as to when you want to move and become bigger, and on the physical side of it. I think it's kind of like there's a huge potential in the northeast to use information technology, even if we may not be doing it yet. It's all there. It's just sitting, waiting in the people that are around us. Email is absolutely critical, in that I can't run the business without it. But I actually think if I have a problem with a customer, the first thing I do is reach for the phone. Because I actually think it's more that even though we're an internet-based business, I think more than anything else, we're actually a customer-based business. I sort of wanted to make sure that this company was amazingly different. And I took the strategic choice that we would invest time and energy in the customers wherever possible. Every single time that I've done that, where I've dealt with a customer's complaint and it's cost us money, we've turned that customer into an ambassador for our business. And it's blown me away, the kind of feedback that we get on a regular basis from our customers, that is so powerful and so positive. And I can honestly say that we have never ever had a single case where we've had a dissatisfied customer, because we follow up with them, again using the IT tools that we've got. The website automatically sends a query to the customer after they're supposed to receive their orders to check that everything's okay, and we catch things that are wrong. The customer could have typoed something, the package could be lost, it happens. We could have sent the wrong thing, although that doesn't happen so much nowadays, and each time we're able to fix it before the customer has felt the need to contact us. And each time it has a huge impact. So email is important, but the personal touch is way, way more important. Jump in with both feet. There is every single thing that you can do with information technology is almost certainly going to help you. And the best way to do it is to start small, but to do it. So try and break it down. Try and just look at the things you do day to day and try and think of something that's very easy to ring fence, to say this is a process that we do. It's quite small. It's something that we do day to day, all the day. And this is what's critical. It needs to be something that you do all the time. And if you can think of, then just go off and try and find things that might exist. Go and use the internet. Research what other people do around this area. Just put in those keywords that define that process and see if there's a piece of kit or a software or somebody who knows that's already redesigned it, and then just go and try and borrow from their experience. The biggest thing you can do with information technology is borrow and reuse. That's the cleverest thing you can do. Do all the research you can. Make sure that you've answered all the questions you've got in your head so you think like it's a good idea and you're really, really sure, and sleep on it day after day after day. But when the time comes to think, I think I'm ready to do it, don't hesitate, do it. It's the most important thing I can say, really.